Good morning, children. Today we are going to explain or discuss very important term, that is Sufism. We know that in India, along with the Bhakti practices among Muslims, another great movement that was emerged is called Sufism. And Sufism is greatly different from the normal way of life and behavior of Islam. Islam religion fundamentally founded on the 5 pillars, and even beyond the 5 pillars, Sufism has adapted so many things from the traditional society of India. And we can tell that in the Sufi practice there were the influence of music, influence of dance, and of course they led a very different life of saints. And all these things are not common in Islam. And again, here we have two important things in connection with the Sufism. One was the Khanqahs and the other is Silsila. Let's see what is Khanqah and what is Silsila. And we know that within the Muslim community or Sufi community, there are certain congregations. This congregational sect of Sufism is called Khanqahs. And in one Khanqah, there will be a Suez Sheikh. And his followers or devotees will be there. And in that particular congregation, there will be certain principles and rules and behavioral system and a place for taking rest or hospice. And they led a very, very pious practice of which was followed or practiced earlier by Prophet Muhammad. And according to this Sufism, one should live like Prophet Muhammad. And they never followed the ritual aspects and all. And they went to the compassionate kindness, the compassion and kindness of Islam and Prophet Muhammad. And in order to reach him, they thought that our life should be kept with all kind of pieties and prayers. And they thought that the life of a Sufi will be met with the life of Prophet Muhammad when they reach their death. And here we can see that even death is coined as marriage. And we know that is what the general principles of Khanqahs. Now we have to go through the Silsila. What is Silsila? Actually, Silsila means the teacher-student relationship within the Khanqahs. And within the Khanqah there will be one sheikh and so many disciples will be there. They very clearly related each other. And he directed them, taught them. And after his death, or even before he is reaching to the last days, he select one sheikh to follow him. And such a way, very beautiful relationship or link of the teachers is explained in the term Silsila. We know that in India, one important sect of Sufism is known as Chishtis. Under Chishtis, we know that Nizamuddin Auliya, like great saints, lived. And they attracted people from all walks of life, that means Muslims, Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, Jain and all. And the Sufi Silsilas were founded very important places of places which is related with that particular Sufi. And when we are talking about Sufism, another notable point you have to consider is Dargah. Dargah is the tomb of Sufi saint. And this Dargah become a pilgrim center of Sufism. And once in a year, on the death anniversary, the people will move pilgrimage to this kind of Dargah. That pilgrimage is called Ziyarat. And on Ziyarat, it is believed that the God or the Almighty Allah will look upon his Sufi, and that's why the people are reaching there. At that time, if people asking or demanding something or praying something to him, it will be sanctioned. That's why Sufism is very different in its form and application. Thank you.